There are going to be multiple deportations coming, absolutely. We're doing a deep dive on thousands and thousands of files.
Yes, the Trump administration can file a denaturalization lawsuit at any time, even 25 to 50 years later. That's absolutely massive, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I mean by Ilhan Omar should be freaking out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, another massive development just dropped in this Ilhan Omar saga. Last week, we reported that she is currently being investigated for her role in the fraud committed in Minneapolis.
Well, now investigators are tracking the web of fraud to other Minnesota Democrats, such as Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Many of the suspects linked to the scheme live in her district, including a restaurant owner who hosted events for her. He has since been convicted of stealing $12 million in COVID funds.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have some amazing news. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, in the Department of Homeland Security, is now investigating Ilhan Omar. They're currently looking through thousands of documents because she committed deportable offenses. That's according to Border Czar Tom Homan. Take a listen.
The Border Czar Tom Homan joins us tonight to talk about Minnesota as well as a number of other issues. And sir, it's good to have you back on the show. Trump mentioning the Daily Mail reporting from 2020 that Ilhan Omar married her brother to get into the country. This was last week. Take a listen.
Look at their nation. Look how bad their nation is. It's not even a nation. It's just people walking around killing each other. They've taken billions and billions of dollars. They have a representative, Ilhan Omar, who they say married her brother. It's a fraud.
Calls that a fraud. It's a story that has never been successfully refuted, even though it's now a 5-year-old story. That's clearly a deportable offense. Is there an investigation into that?
You know, I just got advised by a fraud investigator the other day on that. I asked the question, who reviewed the file, and says that there was immigration fraud involved.
Did you hear that? We're not saying it. The Border Czar is. There was immigration fraud involved.
The statute of limitations became an issue in the last 4 years when this was first brought up. Who was president? Who ran DOJ? So pulling the records now, pulling the files, and we're looking at it. But this fraud investigator, who I know personally, one of the best fraud investigators in HSI, Homeland Security Investigations, said there's no doubt he reviewed the file. So I'm running that down this week, matter of fact, and we'll see.
Stick with me here because he's going to say some more important things. Then after that, I'm going to touch on that statute of limitations point he made, because Ilhan Omar might think she's in the clear because this fraud was so long ago. But I'm going to show you exactly why she's still cooked.
And according to the Secretary, Kristi Noem of DHS, she said nearly 50% of the visas are fraudulent in this community. I mean, that would mean that half the Somali refugees are here in some way illegally. What's going to happen? Is something actually going to happen? Are there going to be people stripped of their visas, deported? Are we going to see that?
Absolutely. I mean, those days are over. Thank God President Trump's in the White House. We're going to look at all of them. I mean, we're going to look at those here illegally, of course. We're going to look at those here under a visa or some sort of immigration process that are criminals. We're going to look at the national security threats. But those who came through a process that weren't properly vetted, who didn't provide documentation, who slipped through the Biden's weak processes on giving